I just spent the last hour recording a thing and now I'm trying again. Ah! I wanted to get real for a second. In my personal life, there's been a lot of discussion about me. We had a meeting at school and it was about me. And I want to sort of sit down and just talk. Because I want people to understand where I'm coming from and why I am the way I am, I guess. So who is Chris? Chris is a guy who's gone through life failing. He went through high school, he got 50s, he did the least amount of work he possibly could. He barely managed to get out of high school. He drifted. Chris didn't know what he wanted to do. He got super into religion and he thought maybe he would be like a pastor or something, but he didn't really have a passion for anything. He didn't really know what he wanted to do. He moved to Texas, he joined a bit of a cult thing. It was interesting. He met someone there. He married her. It was fantastic. And when he moved back to Canada, he was really unsure. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what he wanted to do. So he started working at the local drugstore, worked there for a while. He got married. He moved back home, got an apartment, worked at the local pharmacy again. But he didn't really have any passion. He didn't really have any passions. He tried his damnedest too, he worked really hard at that pharmacy. He did his best. He really wanted to succeed there, he thought like this was it for him. He ended up working the same job as a management position, thinking that they were going to promote him, and they went to an outside source. They hired somebody else and they placed him on overnights, and he was miserable. And he was miserable for quite a few years. And finally he left that place and he got another job and he fucking loved it, but he was working 1 or 2 shifts a week, 3-hour shifts. It wasn't enough. And as much as he loved it, he couldn't keep going with that. There was no place for him there. And, he really tried. He really, really tried. He spent 5 years of his life keeping up. Maybe something will open up. Nothing's ever going to open up. The management there is fucking awesome, but they're not going anywhere. There's no way up. And, I got a few kids at this point. 4 kids, actually. And there's nothing there. And I can't support a family on a few hours a week. It's just not happening. And as much as I loved that job, I needed more. And I failed. I failed at the pharmacy. I failed at the game store. I moved on to work at the Quickie full time, and it was hours, but man, was I miserable. I hated it. More often than not, you're selling cigarettes to meth heads. It's not a life. And you have people that you went to high school with coming in and being so successful, doing their thing, and then it's like, oh yeah, hey man, it's you, it's Chris. What are you up to these days? It's like, well, I'm wearing a name tag. That's my life. I had to make a change. I had to do something. I failed at everything I've ever done, except being a dad. And that's hard. You can't possibly understand how hard that is. To have one of your high school, somebody from high school just roll in on you while you're working at the Quickie. But hey, what's going on? Well, he owns his own company. What have you done? Nothing. Never had any passion, never had any drive. Didn't know what to do. But I'd found something. I found something that I might be good at. I don't know yet, but if I was able to learn more about it, maybe it could become something. So I talked to my wife and I was just like, we gotta take a chance. We're in a bad place. And we can't keep it up forever. And this is gonna put us in an even harder position. But we gotta do something. And I took a leap. I applied for college. That's where I am right now. That's who I am. I've never been good at anything. I've never succeeded at anything. And then a few weeks ago, I get this thing. The Dome Excellence Award. For the first time in my life, I am being told, you're good at something. Keep it up. And this stupid fucking piece of paper means nothing. It's never gonna get me a job. It's never gonna do a damned thing for me. But it means so much. It means I didn't waste my time on yet another thing that I'm gonna fail at. Hopefully. Because I wasted my time at shit jobs, and I wasted my time at a pretty good job, but so much time wasted. So much time wasted at things I'm not good at. I get something like this, and it's like, hey, maybe you're good at this. You know what my mom did when I told her about this? She cried. When I showed her the video of me accepting that award, she cried. Hell, when I showed her my grades from my first semester, she bawled. It was like a Christmas present to her, because I've never been good at anything and I finally found something. And who knows? I mean, we're just starting this shit. Who knows if this keeps up? I hope I do. I hope this means something. I know lots of people that have went through college and were super successful and didn't mean anything. They couldn't find a job. College doesn't mean jobs necessarily, but I'm doing this. So all of this, why am I saying this? All of this to say, there are times when I can be an asshole. There are times when I get frustrated and I get upset, especially when it comes to group work, because I'm not gonna let anybody get in the way of my success in this. Not again. This is it for me. And I've said this in the past, and people have said, oh, don't talk like that. No, it's not your last chance. You got plenty of other opportunities. You're only 33 years old. You got plenty of opportunities. You don't understand. This shit is putting me into a huge amount of debt. If I don't succeed in this, I'm working at the Quickie the rest of my goddamn life. I'm not gonna let people get in the way of that. And I'm sorry if that makes me an asshole sometimes. And I'm sorry if that makes me cranky at times. And honestly, I need to do better. I need to play well with others. But you have to understand my why. You have to understand why I'm there. Everybody's is different. And I have to learn this too. Everybody's is different. Everybody's reason for being is different. Everybody's reason for getting up is different. But before you cast your judgment on me, maybe learn a little bit about who I am. It's just a piece of paper. And I know why people are upset about it. It comes with some money. $2,000. You know what that $2,000 means to me? It means I can keep going. I can continue to pursue this. And do something with my life. That's what that means. And I'm sorry. Honestly, honest to goodness. I'm sorry if I've been an asshole. I'm sorry if I've treated you unfairly. Whoever. I'm not talking to anybody specifically here. Please don't take this personally. But if I have, understand why. Because I need to succeed in this. I need to do better. It's either this or go back to the Quickie, and I can't do that. I won't do that. So hopefully you have a better understanding about who I am. Because everybody has a story. Everybody's story is different. And I'm not here to say that why I'm here is any better than anybody else's, but that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. And that's why I will continue to do the things that I'm doing. Next year's gonna be pretty great. I'm really excited. And third year, getting out there, doing this for real, getting a job that I don't hate. It's gonna be kind of awesome. This has been too real, but this is who I am. And if that's hard to sit through, I get that. I really do. So please don't unsubscribe, I guess. Anyway, peace out. Have a good one. Talk to you next week.